Hey YouTube, Weiss Schwarz 7 here, coming at you with a Guilty Crown deck profile, red, blue, green. This is a pretty standard-ish Guilty Crown deck. I just built it off of like what I've seen and stuff, because I like the deck Guilty Crown. It's really fun to play. It's a little more technical than some other decks, and overall, really fun. I like this deck a lot. If I had extra cash, I'd probably get it, but Weiss costs money, and therefore I don't always have money to buy stuff. But yeah, so currently, if you've noticed a slowdown in uploads, well, I don't have many uploads, but if you notice a slowdown in uploads, it's because my internet's been faulty. Like the past week, it's just been going on and off. And now, I'm grounded, so I'm not even supposed to be on the computer. But because I want to upload for you guys, I can wait until everyone's asleep, and then do what I'm not supposed to do. So yes, I'm a horrible person, but either way, y'all get a video out of it, so yeah. So I'm just going to start off this Shu, level 0. He's pretty much the beater of the deck. Gets to 4K without any supports, but if you if you have 1 or less, gains 15, putting him at 4K, so if you have a 500 in front, it's 4-5, which is huge for level 0, but easily ran over by Suiciders, so he's just a okay beater. He can be good against standalone 4Ks with like hand on core, stuff like that, but he's really weak against Suiciders, but he's a pretty okay 0. 3 Suiciders of your own. Suiciders are good, therefore you play Suiciders. It's just a generic Suicider. It has no extra bonus effects, but it's big, 2K, so yeah. This level 0, this is one of my favorite level 0s, because it sets up for your 1 game. Pretty much it just sets up for your 1 game, hand fixes, and lets you get cards you need before then, so this card helps like a lot. I like this card. Plus when it attacks, you can give another character 500, so it's good more than just at the beginning. 500 is not a lot, but it gives it something that makes it more relevant rather than just a level 0 as a 1500, so this card's good and helps set up your level 1 for her, but we'll get to her later. 2 of this level 0, pay 1 discard search. This card really confuses me in this deck. It again is just used for setting up, like every other pay 1 discard search from any other set, but this one confuses me because it's a double R, when, you know, in every other set it's like an R or something, just a pretty easy to pull card, but it's a double R. I don't know what the point of that exactly was, but yeah, it's pay 1 disc 1 search, so yeah. 2 of this Inori, who gives 500 in front. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's in front and not... Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's in front and not global. And on play, you can pay 2 and salvage a character. So, pay 2 salvage is an effect that makes it playable at later game, but usually it's just going to be like a 500 assist, so... Yeah, but play 2 salvage is a cool effect. And then we have the Shu Brainstormer, the Brainstormer for the deck. It's a clock Brainstormer, so pay 1, tap him, mill for more mill for, you know, standard brainstorm stuff, and then you select 1 from your clock, and then top cards of your deck go in as new clock. So yeah, it's a pretty okay level 0 lineup. There's nothing really wrong with it. I wish it had like something like a 4K hand on core instead of this, but its level 0 is pretty good. So on to level 1, 4 of this Inori, the thing you are trying to get for your level 1 game, and the reason you play things that kind of set up for it. So it's a 1/1 6K with clock on core, and it climax combos with the 2K1. If this attacks with the 2K1, it pretty much, if it reverses a character, you can add the top card of your deck as stock. And that's good in this deck because this deck is kind of stock intensive. It has things that require a little more stock than normal, that thing. So yeah, it just kind of sets up for everything. It's a good card. It's kind of weak-ish, but with the climax combo, it's pretty big, and clock on core is good. So yeah, 3 of this Hade, 500 global, and at the start of your main phase, you can trigger check, or like you look at the top card of your deck. Good for cards like this to see what if you can use her effect, and good for this Shu in the late game. So yeah, the Hade is pretty good, but wouldn't want to play 4 because I don't know, that's a little much. So 2 of this 1/1 4K that salvages. It's pretty cool. I kind of wish this wasn't 1-1 because it's really weak for a 1-1, but it's just more of a utility card more than anything. Honestly, I don't know what else to play in the level 1 game because its level 1 is kind of like it's like good and bad at the same time. It's not too great, but it's not too horrible. Just an okay level 1 game. You pretty much just try to get this, and this card can help you get these if you got them in stock or clock instead of hand. 2 of this backup is pretty much just 2K. It's a 2K backup or split 1K and 1K somewhere else. Yeah, 1-0 2K backups are pretty cool. And this 1055, it's the only 1-0 beater-ish I have in the deck. Climax combos with the gates for pay 1, but you don't want to play this later because when your opponent reverses this card, it has an iffy effect that makes you only want to play it at like level 1 and not anywhere higher because they select a card and put it in on the top of your deck. So it has a downside for some reason. It's only a 1055. I don't see how the Climax combo deserves it a downside. So yeah, level 1's okay. Really, this card is good, and then these are, well, they're not bad, I guess. So yeah, level 2 of this changer into the level 3 Inori. And plus she can tap herself to get 1500, and it's a Climax phase change, so it's really good for boosting one of your characters and then changing. Her change is kind of expensive though. It's pay 2. This card send her, and she's a 2-1. So you try to get stock with this. It kind of helps you all game. So, yep. 2 of this level support. Twice per turn, or when a character is played, you can scribe top card, which is like look at it, top or bottom it. So it helps with this shoe and this Tsugumi. Yeah, Tsugumi. Okay. After almost forgetting her name, yeah, my grandfather clock went off, and now it's like 3 in the morning, so it's like a horror movie, and I'm kind of creeped out, but we'll just continue on with this deck profile, and if I die during it, you probably won't see this video. 2 3K generic backups. Backups are good, so yeah. And 1 of this 2-2 salvage 2. This in some decks is kind of too much on the stock. It's like really heavy on stock, but because of this Inori, this is a little better, but still only 1 because it's really just a little tech card that can help you, like, if you didn't set up your 3 well enough, this is kind of like a little way to set up your 3 better. So you have more heals, or, you know, just more utility cards like Brainstorm, stuff like that. So on to the level 3. I like the level 3 of this deck. 4 of this Inori that combos with this +1 stock, +1 soul. It heals on play. And has a change target. So yeah, this card's pretty good. The Climax combo is really good, but it makes my Climax lineup look really weird. If you observe over here, it's 2, 2, 4. I don't know how I want to do this. I might run 1 of this instead and 3 gates, but I'll get to that later. It's raining outside too, and after that grandfather clock, it's really getting that horror movie scene. Yep. So 3 of this shoe. This shoe is really good. I like it. It's not Climax combo orientated, and it's just not like on the turn it's played. So yeah, so it heals on play, already runnable, and then you can pay 1 and tap 2 and then look at the top card if it's level 1 or higher. You have 1000 attack, and the effect when it reverses a character, send it to clock. So if they're at 3-6 and you know you run something over, you win. So it's just guaranteed damage and a heal, so it makes it pretty good. You have a lot of cards that can help with finding the top card of your deck and knowing if it's good or not. Mostly you get like 2 of these, and then you pretty much guarantee yourself. And if you don't, then something went wrong. But yeah, so it's level 3 is pretty good. Climax lineup for 2K1 that combos with the Inori. I'm pretty sure I want to keep this at 4. Yeah, and then down here I might want to play 3 gates and only 1 of the Climax combo, because the Climax combo is good, but this is 6, like +2 souls on trigger, which is it's bad. And I mean, I guess in the current meta and how like Bushiroad's been doing stuff and like salvage is getting weaker in the sense that things are getting power boost for salvage, but I don't know. Even if every deck had one of those, I'd probably still play Gates. Gates is kind of good. So, yeah, it's pretty much that. I like Guilty Crown. Guilty Crown has some cool things to it, and it's more interesting because it has like technical stuff with the whole level 1 or higher and some scries and interesting cards, and yeah, so it's overall really fun to play, and I wish I could get it, but can't. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to go. Hope I can upload this in time before my parents wake up and see that I've been on a computer, and which I will be destroyed. But other than that, I hope you're glad I can bring content. Subscribe if you like it. Enjoy. This is Weiss Schwarz 27. Bye, YouTube.